Howdy, I'm Muglex Lives. I think so. We play a little 7 Days to Die. Man, that is the second zombie who I've seen hanging out in my base today. Hmm. Would have thought maybe there'd been more, but apparently not. Zombies, man. Always infesting my base. I mean, I guess that's what they do, right? Weird that they're up there, but not down here. Also weird that that is an empty cardboard box. Oh, that does not... Huh. Okay, I don't see anything in there. It's a weird little hidey hole. No zombies in here either. Then why are you guys outside in the yard? Oh, look. There's holes. Never mind. They probably wandered in. There's lots of holes. uh, that's alright. Oh, well, I don't know what I plan to do today. We should probably go back over to these two places. Because this place is very, very, well, I mean, I guess there's only a couple spots. We should check out that place. Ooh, and like this place down here. Look at that big place down there. It's almost nighttime though, but I guess I could hide out as soon as I figure out where I left my bike. And we'll head down there and see what's going on. Sounds like a plan. So worked on my yard today. Oof. Not a fan. Spent probably a couple hours out there. Picked up a whole wagon full of sticks, and we got these weird trees that like shed their bark, and so I was picking up chunks of shedded bark. Although one of them looks like it's dead, so maybe one of them just died. But they do shed their bark every year. Not all of it, just pieces of it here and there. I don't know what it's doing. They're weird. I didn't plant them. I don't even know what kind of tree they are. And then sticks and stuff like that. The lawn needs to be mowed, and I haven't even got the lawnmower out of the shed yet. I think the neighbors had their lawn mowed already. Mine's looking tufty in spots. I did get a new part for it. I have a very heavy clay soil lawn unfortunately, and it tends to let water sit on top of it, and so I was looking what to do about that. I know last year I went out with a pitchfork and spent multiple days going to the really wet spots and poking holes through it with a pitchfork, and so I'm like, I don't want to do that again, and so I have purchased. I haven't put it together yet, but I've purchased a uh, plug aerator, which is this thing you pull along behind your lawnmower that pokes holes in the lawn, 3 inches deep, it says, and pulls out little plugs of lawn, I guess. And you guess you do that once a year um, to help with heavy clay soil. So, gonna give that a go. Uh, I made the mistake. Our lawn is very lumpy as well. And so I made the mistake of getting a compactor, a roller, and using that on it. And I'm like, oh, well, then I read never use that on a clay soil because all it does is compacts it down so that you can't, so that it really can't um, handle the water. You know, I should grab one of these. Stupid thing. How do I repair it? Can I? There you go. And yeah, I figured tomorrow we'll have to go back out and take a walk around the yard so the kids can pick up all the really big branches that they've been using as swords and guns and stuff. I don't care that they use that stuff. Obviously, I did it as a kid too. You know, it's what you do. It's fun. My problem is that they just throw it down when they're done in the lawn. And so they just leave them everywhere. And then they don't ever seem to use the same stick twice, it seems like. And so just go out there and find all these big branches they've drug out of the little tree lines around our yard, and just leave them laying in the middle of the yard. I know. I think it was last year. I went out there, and they had taken the end off a broom, and had just the metal pole from the broom, and had left that in the yard, and I almost ran over it with the lawnmower. I was not happy. Lawnmowers are expensive. It's not a little push mower. It's a big riding tractor. Or it's a riding mower. It's not a riding tractor. That's a different animal. But you know, I don't want to. I don't want to go along and destroy my. I don't even remember what we paid for that thing. A lot, several $1,000s. Well, several thousand makes it sound like it's like a $10,000 mower. It's not. It's like a $3,000 mower. Still, trying to keep that thing in good condition. I know people take care of their mowers and have their mowers for years, so that's my goal. Have it for years. Okay. Just gonna take a swing around here. Gears, huh? This seems like a place I need to check out. Might have some tar stuff in here. It looks like I have checked this place out. Some gas. Oh, oh. Some evil dog. Got an evil dog in this place. Give me a crucible. Well, steel tool parts is useful. It's not the crucible I'm looking for, though. Level 4 wrench is better than my level 3 wrench. Not that I think wrench levels are that important. Oh good, now I'm hot. This game and its craziness. Here. We'll have some of that and a little bit of this. Yes, some coffee. Some coffee will clean right up that heat. I really need, yeah, stuff like this. Well, I'll take an engine. Never know when you need an engine, right? This place is a treasure trove. Workbenches and chemistry stations and some bookshelves over here. Nice. Oh, book I don't have. Tech Junkie. Learn how to enhance your robots to do even more. Yeah, I haven't made any robots. Is that a thing? I don't think they're robots. I think they're turrets. Look, I didn't make it in here. Maybe I died. Pass gas. Well, I already know how to do the advanced bellows. It's not in the right direction, though. Iron Fire Axe level 2. I've got better. Nice. We can scrap this machine gun. Scrap this baton. I don't really need baton parts, but you never know. Maybe I'll figure out some kind of new weapon I really want to see. I think that was everything. There's one door. I assume that just goes outside, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pick that back up. So what I'm hoping to do here is I'm going to work my way out of town since it's too hot for me and get down around to that other town that looked like it was partially a different territory. I wish I could get steel knuckles too. I need to know how to do the steel knuckles. Both of those need to happen. Got a restricted army base here. Hog farm with a hog. Okay. what this place is to my left here. And a motel, I guess. Nice. I may be better if I hadn't used 2 shots, but nice that the head came off, so I don't have to fight it too much. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of really much that's going on. Played Life on Fantasy last night. Spent a bunch of time watching Guilty Crown. I've seen Guilty Crown before. I've been looking for, like, really epic, emotional, like, sacrificing kind of shows, you know? I don't know, I'm struggling to find the right keywords to get me a list that's just not like, here's the top 20 saddest blah blah blahs. I'm like, that's not really what I'm looking for at the moment. But I don't remember Guilty Crown being sad necessarily, but that was on the list of one of the emotionally, I don't know, whatever animes. I'm like, I remember Guilty Crown. I remember really liking it. But I don't remember it. I don't remember how it really ended, I guess. It's also not what I remember. So I might be mixing it up with a different anime, or maybe the end of season 1 is where it changes to what I remember. But there's a... Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to make that. There's a virus called the Apocalypse virus. I don't remember what causes it. I'm sure they explain it in the show, but I haven't got that far. And so people start to grow basically crystals on them, and because of how infectious it is, and whatever it does, I don't remember. Other than seeing the people with the crystals on them, it can't be that infectious because I saw they let people in and out of the ward, visiting relatives who had been infected by it. I wasn't sure that it would make that. But they also go out and just kill people. They have a squad who goes out and finds infected zones and kills everyone in the zone who's infected. So I'm not sure why some of them are not killed but are kept in this ward and others are straight up killed. I don't know. I haven't made that far yet. Or maybe that'll never be explained. But they have a terrorist group who's fighting back, and this kid runs into this. Okay, so the show starts. Spoilers. The show starts, and this girl is carrying a canister, or they put it into a robot. I don't remember. I know it winds up in this little droid thing that's with her, but I think she just has it at the beginning, and then they put it in the droid, and then she's supposed to get it to the leader of the resistance, and they, they try to stop her, missiles and machine gun fire and stuff like that, but the people she's with have access to a mech, because there are mechs in this series, and so she tries to stop them, and so the girl gets wounded, and this kid is wandering around in the abandoned buildings. I say kid, they're like 17 years old. Or who knows, 15 years old. Anime is weird. Um, and I think they said 17 was the oldest you could be and be affected by whatever it is they're using. I forget what it's called. But anyways, he runs into her just as the military shows up to capture her, and then she leaves the cylinder of stuff with the droid, and they take her, and then the droid, it tells him that he's got to get the cylinder to the leader of the resistance, and so he goes to the coordinates that she gave him, and that's where he gets pulled into the whole thing, and then the resistance attacks the military trying to get the girl back, and the kid runs out to where the girl is at, and then they go to shoot her, and he puts himself between her and them, and he's got the vial in his pocket, and so of course the vial shatters and infects him with the guilty crown. And so he can now pull voids, which are devices, out of people's souls, and so the girl her soul void is super powerful, and so she grabs his hand and shoves it in her soul, basically, so that he can pull her void and fight back, and so when he draws out her soul, it's a giant sword that gives him a bunch of abilities. He uses other people's souls as well. It's not just hers, but hers is the main one he uses because seems to be the most powerful one. I don't remember what happens. I just remember he's part of the Resistance now. I'm like 7 episodes in, and they just broke into prison to, like, it's a pretty, I enjoy it. It's a pretty good show. They just broke into the I forgot. Stupid vultures live here. I hate vultures. They're the worst. And it's like they broke into prison to rescue this kid who's also got abilities, and but the so I got this really cool part. I thought was really cool is the military have got satellites targeted, and they've got like space-based weapons, laser beam weapons, and so they're going to fire, or they can fire them, and so but they're not pinpoint weapons. They are, destroy a whole building kind of a weapon. And so they give the kid this pen so that he can, air quote, alert them when he is near the resistance leader, because they have told him that the resistance leader is a bad guy. And so he takes the pen, and then later during their fighting, one of the satellites comes out of orbit, and they're going to crash it into basically crash it into the resistance, killing everybody for blocks, but they don't care as long as they can get the resistance. And so they they take the pen and go to a spot where they can put the satellite the pen is attached to, because they figure out which one it is, between, or they put the falling satellite between them. Oh, between them and the satellite that is targeted to the pen, and then push the button, which the kid was told was going to, alert them to where he was at so they could come and collect the leader, but instead it was just going to kill them all. And so they actually used it to shoot the satellite out of the sky as it fell and saved everybody. So I thought that was fun. I don't need another mini bike chassis. I just destroyed that one and now I'm gonna lose my mini bike somewhere. Because that's how it goes. But it's a pretty good show. I really like it. I don't remember how it ends. What I remember has not happened yet, and they do something, if this is the same show that I am remembering. But they do something, and the whole area where they're at gets surrounded by a wall, and they are struggling to survive because they're surrounded by this wall and no supplies are getting in or out. But they're also not being harassed by the military anymore. And it's got something to do with this giant tower that's in the middle of the city that looks like a helix. I vaguely remember that being important. But yeah, it's why I'm watching it again, because I remember really liking it when I watched it the first time, and then it was on this list of, epically sad animes or something. I assume main characters die. Like, the main character must have to sacrifice himself to save everybody. That would be a reason why I really liked it, because I rather enjoy when they have moments like that in stories. So it's not often that it happens. Like, you might get a side character that dies, but it's not very often the main character ends up sacrificing themselves. Well, I think this is probably where I'm going to call it. It's pretty close to nighttime. I've got to get up and out of here, so I think I'm going to pick this place here as my nighttime hidey hole. Provided my pickaxe will work here. I saw a ladder, so I want to... Hopefully this doesn't make the entire ladder fall. Nope, okay. Come on, I see the zombie coming. Hey, zombie lady. Oh, it's full of water. Really? You won't grab back onto the ladder? Well, that was unexpected. Don't go inside, man. It's full of water. I thought there was a box down there. That's why I went in there. I didn't realize it was just going to be drowned me. Anyways, with that, be better than small things, lean to the light. I will talk to you later.